for the sake of spending no money whatsoever, you've
Cured
completely
it.
changed that helmet.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever in the world you are. Today, this is the news on helmets. Fornication such as this.
What? What? No, God, no, Graham, please, cut. Read your notes.
Oh. For an occasion such as this. Welcome to Gear Talk. Right. After that,
don't worry about you.
Bit of fornicating. Anyway. Yeah, so we are talking the, well, sort of history of my helmet.
I must admit, this is quite an impressive selection. You must have spent many pounds on this.
I have got a fetish for helmets.
Well, there's most fetishes out there. Right, okay, so let's talk us through it. Are we going from the oldest to the newest?
Yes.
Here?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so we have got mine, AJV K3. That was my very first helmet. That's when I rode my first, I used to have an owl, a red and white owl, and I thought I'm going to colour scheme and stuck to that. But it was a nice helmet in its day, and yeah, it hasn't been down the road or anything else. But what I do like about this, it's precise. It's
the details in it. You
know that, like nowadays, you get them like not so good.
Yeah, there are some flimsy ones out there.
But I do like it's precise where you just that little bit of air coming in and it'll stay there.
Yeah,
it is a beautiful. It was a beautiful helmet.
When did you have it then? When
that
year
was
are we talking?
2014.
So,
is that one?
As of the moment, 7 years ago.
7 years ago, yeah.
I like the paint scheme on it over there. Yeah, that's quite nice. Is that?
There was no pin lock with this one. Funnily enough,
was pin lock around?
I don't know. I don't know.
2014 was.
Be a good idea if you did know. Can you leave us?
Anybody any ideas? Just drop us a comment.
Yeah. But when I bought the aftermarket visor, it didn't come with a pin lock. But right. I do like me tinted visors and me dark smoke visors.
Well, you know, we spend a lot of time touring abroad as well, don't we? What about from a ventilation point of view then?
Ventilation point of view, as from memory, yeah, it used to contact the top of head.
Yeah.
You could feel the air coming through. It wasn't the coolest of helmets, I must admit.
Right. Noise wise?
Pretty quiet.
And that's on an R1.
And that's on an R1. But we'll go on when we go back further on through the helmets.
Yeah.
But that was a fairly quiet helmet.
Is that so? I presume that one is because there's lots of different designs in it. We'll come to. We've got sports touring. We've got ADV helmets. We've got. That would be classed as a sports helmet, wouldn't it?
That's an out-and-out sports helmet.
So that sort of lean forward, tucked position.
Yeah.
Just while we're on that one, I noticed that's not a double D ring, is it?
No, this isn't. No, this is the what is it? The
micro ratchet.
Is it micro ratchet?
Let's show that on the on the
channel. And the micro ratchet, believe it or not, is not the safest straps out there.
Yeah, the jury's still out on that one, isn't it?
So there you go. Look, pull that down.
So it literally is a case of once you've set it to your width.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but that's made plastic, isn't it? It's not, or is it a metal one?
No, it's plastic, isn't it? Or a nylon.
I'd be a little bit.
I will be totally honest. I will be honest. I love the D.
The double Ds.
I love.
I love double Ds as well.
Oh God, do I like double Ds?
Anyway, double D.
We're off. We're going again, aren't we?
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Why?
Well, that wasn't what you called, Alex. Right. So
this is Christmas.
So that then takes us on to the HJC. What year are we talking now then?
This was 16-ish, 15, something like that, 2015. This is the IS-17. This one is the double D, which, I mean, this is the first double D I ever had.
Right. I think most people would regard that as the safest option.
I think so. And yeah, I know you say the jury's out there, but I really, really do find that a better helmet with the double D. But this, as where this one didn't, this then comes with the glasses.
The internal visor, yeah.
Yeah. You've got that mechanism at the back.
Yeah.
And that's the release.
Yeah. I remember trying one of these. I'm not actually sure, it might have been this one itself actually, and thinking, I like the idea of an internal visor.
I know where you're going, yeah.
As probably a lot of you out there who've used them will vouch for them. But I just found it very, very
on here,
awkward.
Yeah,
to use.
Well, I must admit, when I first, I'm sort of like trying to feel, and I've got my finger on there, and I'm going, why it's stuck, and it's my vent on the top, and this, when they moved it, as you know, to the side, it just became a lot better helmet on the.
So in theory, a great idea.
Absolutely,
just so not executed in the best possible
No,
way.
you know, that's doing it without any gloves on. So you imagine with, okay, you've got your sports gloves or whatever gloves you've got on. But going back to this, away from that one, you've got, this is not, I wouldn't have said the out and out sport helmet, it becomes a sports touring helmet.
Right.
It wasn't the quietest. I'll be honest, it wasn't the quietest helmet. It was comfy, but it wasn't super quiet.
Did you have a different bike when you had this one?
I had the VFR.
The VFR 800. Do you feel as though you were getting good value for money on that?
Yeah. And I will say it, and I'll stand up and say it in front of anybody. I think the XJC, pound for pound, you can't knock them.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, I'd agree with you on that.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of other people would.
Yeah.
So, good, bad or indifferent?
Good.
Good, another good one.
Yeah.
All right.
2015, about 4 weeks before the TT, purchased this Shoei Air. I will be totally honest, now I know why they call it the Shoei Air.
Because it's light?
No.
No?
It is because all the hair in the world rushes through the helmet.
I think my hair has already rushed through it.
The noise is unbelievable.
Seriously?
Oh, like I say, Stuart, I bought it. I will be honest, I didn't sort of like wear it until maybe the day going to the TT, and I could have kicked myself. Absolute kicked myself. It was horrendous.
So did you buy it kind of on
a whim?
On the reputation of it being a Shoei?
A Shoei. Yeah, I don't want to name the company where I bought it from because I don't think they warrant an advert. But there's 2 letters involved in the company, and when I got back from the TT 5 days later, maybe 6 days later, I took it back and said how disgusted I was with it, and they just weren't bothered.
Right.
They just wasn't bothered.
Was it kind of on their authority? Did they say it was a good enough helmet, or was that all subjective?
He says there's nothing wrong with it. I went to the Shoei stand over in the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
I explained the noise and everything else, and he actually told me to take it back to the company where I bought it from.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's the guy from Shoei?
And that's the guy from Shoei,
wow.
over in Isle of Man. But, you know, it's a Shoei.
That's my agent calling.
Right, she's got double D's. So, yeah, same again.
Double D's.
Nice.
That's solid, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
But difficult.
Very difficult. It's got the glasses. There you go.
Where's the catch for that? Is it on the side?
It's there. Now you're on a different field now. Totally different field. Yeah. You know, that opposed to that is a different ball game. It is a game changer, but it was the noise. I honestly was going to flip the vents, silicone them.
Wow, was it that bad?
Yeah, because the noise is phenomenal.
So where is that where the noise is coming from, do you think?
I have no clue where it was coming from.
Because I was just looking underneath and the sort of skirts around the chin.
Oh, it's plentiful.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just here. That's the noise. It's shocking.
So is that the GT or the GT?
This is the GT.
The original.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And I'm guessing they don't make that one anymore, do they? Or do they?
I don't think they do, no. That's why they've gone on to 2. But I will be honest, what they call him, who just nails it every single year, McGuinness.
Yeah.
He were like signing, I just put my helmet, I went, will you sign it? And he looked at me as much to say, really? You want me to put my name on that? And I don't think it was because it would have show it was because...
So he hasn't signed it?
No, he partly did it, but it's worn off. And he went, really? You want to put my name on that shit helmet? But... oh, that's how I took it. But...
So, John, if you are watching this, can you come and sign Graham's helmet again?
Yeah, because it washed off. Because
all right then. So, how much? Can you remember?
That were about 350 plus. That were 350ish, 400
in 2015.
Yeah,
that's a big wedge of money, is that, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Good, bad, or indifferent?
Bad. Sorry, bad.
Yeah, based on what you've said.
Okay.
Okay. This is a helmet that I know well.
So we have got the HJC. The RPHA 70.
Yeah. I think that's a fabulous helmet.
Absolutely
Really.
beautiful. Beautiful helmet.
Yeah.
We're up at £400 mark, but they've gone then to the next level. It's still got the glasses, but it's simple. It's at the side. There's no hard work or anything involved. They're there. I've got the intercoms fitted to this one, as you can see. The Pack Talk bold. This helmet has been down the A10143 in Spain when it dropped off my bike. Do you remember?
Yeah, it didn't fall as far as when mine came off.
And then it dropped off on the A2, was it, in Portugal? But Stuart had to do better. So Stuart's fell off his bike, went down embankment, into the sea. But it was slow motion. But anyway, that's
another story. Turkey.
That's another
story. Chewed up by propellers. Oh, that's another story, right?
No, Stuart. No. Anyway, so yeah, this helmet is one hell of a sexy.
Yeah, and I will second that because that is my go-to helmet. Except I've got a different colour scheme. But yeah, I think that's an absolutely cracking helmet.
But like I say, it was 400 quid. It was well worth the money. Pound for pound, unbelievable. Well ventilated. It's a sports touring helmet, and it's comfy.
And this is going back. When did you buy this?
17.
So again, 4 years later, as we are now at the moment of filming, these are still retailing at the best part. Well, they're around about 380 mark, aren't they?
They are.
£380.
Well, pound for pound. For that is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one. And just sort of as a little bit of a disclaimer, these aren't giving us. These. Graham's bought these with his own money. I can vouch for this one being as good as what he says it is because, like I say, it's the model that I've got, except mine's a different paint scheme. I totally agree with everything that he said, and for me, and certainly for most of the riding that we do anyway, which is predominantly touring, isn't it? High miles.
High miles, yeah.
It's worth every single penny. It's well vented, it's well built, it's relatively quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, I ride with earplugs anyway, but you don't unless we're on a long journey. But you can. It cuts out an awful lot of wind noise, but yet you can still hear your intercom. You can still hear, conversations, and it's brilliant value for money. I think so. Good, bad, or indifferent. Good. Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So this one, I've not heard of Xlite.
So mainly it's part of the Nolan group.
Okay.
So well-known crash helmet.
I know they're well known for making the emergency services flip fronts, aren't they?
They are, yeah. And there was a good. Well, I'm saying there was a good. There were shit singers, weren't there, really? Nolan's. Well, they want my cup of tea. Is that not the same?
Have you been watching Loose Women again?
Right. I am joking, by the way.
This obviously isn't a flip front, is it?
No, this is not. This is called the X803 Lite.
Right.
Okay, and
is it carbon?
It's carbon.
Oh. Right. Okay. Let me just compare it to mine. Dear God, there's a massive difference.
Massive.
But these aren't heavy helmets.
No, they're not. So we've got the Xlite, and it's the X803. This is an out-and-out racing helmet. The ventilation comes at the front, top, but this has got like a little scoop at the back. See,
like an exhaust.
Like an exhaust, which then extends out.
So a bit of a sort of aerodynamic spoiler,
yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And what I liked about this helmet, look at the green. So it's just different.
Like an expensive suit.
Yeah, same again. Double D.
Double Ds, which we like.
Absolutely beautiful. It was 550 quid.
Wow, for a carbon helmet.
But it's been back. It's been back.
Really?
Yes. Because of those.
Why? What happened?
See that?
Yeah.
The noise is horrendous.
More noise? What? Vibrating in it?
No. High-pitched wind noise. Now,
great for dogs.
Oh, they'll learn it. But end of the day,
yeah.
They changed it. They give me another one. They brought it back. You'll have no more problem. Do you know what it's lacking? Seen in there?
No, let's see.
In there?
Yeah.
Seen that? All that wants is a bit of felt to close onto.
Oh, okay.
So I got the helmet back. I rode out to Seaways. I had the S1000 XR at the time.
Yeah.
And I got onto the motorway. I couldn't believe it. Ended up at Seaways. Went into the toilets. Put some tissue in. Closed it off. Silent.
You just, for the sake of spending no money whatsoever, you've completely changed that helmet.
Yeah.
You need to get in touch with Xlite.
I didn't bother.
Go on to their R&D.
I didn't bother because I just thought, I took it back to the company with 2 letters.
Yeah.
With a and in the middle.
Yeah.
Explained.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing. So, and that's just with some cheap toilet tissue. And I just thought some green felt, that colour, in there, so it closes then onto... Because when you're riding and you put your fingers on there, listen. It doesn't close correctly.
Doesn't sound like the best build quality.
No. Pound for pound,
yeah,
I find it expensive.
Yeah.
For what it is.
Right.
It's a comfortable helmet.
Right.
It's you don't know you've got it on. It's a very light helmet. The mechanism to change it is so quick, is unbelievable. I'm glad I've got it, and I'm glad I can say I've got one and had one. But I don't think I'd go out and buy another.
Right.
If another design came out.
Funnily enough, actually, just while we're on the subject of changing out your visors, as we know, that's probably one of the easiest ones to do anyway.
Super quick.
Lift it up, pull a couple of levers, and it pops off.
Yeah.
It's pretty much push the button and it pops off.
Yeah. So in it goes, but like that. There you go. But it's faffy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Versus the other ones, which are more complicated, aren't they, by the looks of it?
Yeah.
Screwdriver needed kind of thing. Yeah. All right. So, how much was it again?
I think it was 580 odd quid.
And 2017.
No, that's 19.
19.
19.
So I presume they'll still make this then.
I would have thought
I wonder
so.
if they've modified with toilet paper.
Or a bit of felt.
Or a bit of felt. Maybe if they watch this video.
Who knows? Nolan, you may learn something.
Okay, good, bad or indifferent?
Well, I'm going to be a bit of an hypocrite really. I know the vents are a bit tacky, but good.
Now leads us on to
this.
your latest.
Okay, so I don't know if you know, but we did a review back in, when was it?
I don't
March,
I don't know.
Something like that. March.
It was quite a while ago. It's when you first bought it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really a review, was it? It was just like a
this is it.
let's
This
talk
is what I've
about
got.
it kind of thing.
So now I've had a chance to wear this and got to grips with this.
Now you can give it a good review.
Yeah, it's an Aero and it's the Commander. The only gripe I've got with this is when you're riding and you're not talking or...
And let's put it into perspective as to what bike you're on now.
I've got the GSA,
Right.
okay? You've got like polystyrene up here and you've got a little, as if you're touching polystyrene together, that noise.
Not touching cloth.
Not touching cloth, just
touching
rubbing
polystyrene.
that polystyrene together. You've got that going on all the time.
Whereabouts? In the front?
If you put your hand over that vent there, it stops. It stops.
Right.
So it's the wind rushing through what's going. I've tried fixing it, I can't. But do you know what? That is a comfy helmet.
Right.
That is comfier than that and that.
Okay. It's a big old boy though, isn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, end of the day, I ride an adventure
bike. It's part of the uniform almost.
Yeah, it is. But for the money, for £349 or something like that at your door, I think. I thought I'm going to give it a go. It's a cracking looking helmet, and I only bought this because these wasn't bringing theirs out till August.
Right. Otherwise, you would have gone for the adventure version.
Yeah, which I'm still gonna.
What would you say is the main difference then for our viewers that don't really know the difference?
Okay, so I have read up on certain helmets because obviously this isn't the greatest or the longest peak. Can you see? You have got other adventure helmets like Klim, their adventure helmet. The peak is absolutely enormous.
Wow.
But I get it because at the moment I've got the clear visor in.
Yep.
I do wear the smoked one at normal, but this has only got fitted the other week because we came back when it was dark. Remember when we came over tops?
Yep.
It would be nice to have a longer peak purely for the sun.
Okay.
But do you know what? I can live with that. It's quiet with my dark visor on. I've got it all to boot. I've also got glasses, which comes there. Look, so I've got the sunglasses all integrated.
Is that another lever on the side?
Yep, that's there, which is nice and handy and simple.
Yeah.
Cracking helmet, absolute cracking helmet. What do you reckon to the weight? I know the camera's in it and everything, and we've got the intercoms on it.
Again, I'll compare it to the HJC. It feels lighter.
Yeah.
And yet, to look at it, you'd think, no, can't be. It's a lot bigger. Right. So just that bit then. Does it catch the wind?
No.
Right.
I think we did a video. Well, we did. We did a little short video going down to pick Stuart's triple black up, if you remember.
When we did the pillion video. Yeah.
And okay, I have got I've got the screen on there, but I've also got the extension, and I don't feel any buffeting. I don't feel no wind or nothing. Remember when I stood up? Nothing. There was nothing, which I was impressed and surprised at the same time. But no, love it. Absolutely love it. I love it. I love the simpleness. I love how it's colour schemed, where it's solid and it goes into your red and blue dots.
And you've also got the extra
Oh.
the extra vision, I guess. They do look a lot wider than a standard helmet, don't they?
It's like when I ride the GSA, obviously I ride with that on. When I go on the K1600, I have that on.
Got you.
It's like you've been blinkered when you've put that on.
Really? That much of a difference?
You've got, I'd say, quarter again.
Wow. Okay. Silly question. Good, bad, or indifferent? Good. Right. Which kind of sums it up, really. I mean, we're not doing reviews. We're not trying to sort of teach you.
We're not at all. No.
You know what these helmets are about, but it's just sort of just a little something. Maybe you might have picked something out of the video that might have been useful for you. For me, it's certainly seems as though a lot of people buy helmets relating to the bike that they're riding, like an adventure style helmet or a sports tourer or something like an R1 racing type. And I think that's probably something that if you are in the market for looking for a helmet, something that you want to take into account. I know budget dictates an awful lot, but there is that saying, you do get what you pay for.
Absolutely. But also, isn't the outlet what allows you to road test them?
What's the name of it? Should we say it?
They have looked after us, haven't they?
Yeah, sports bike shop. They have a selection. It's not of every single helmet that they carry, and as far as I know, it's not going to be forever because the manufacturers loan them, so to speak, a sort of plain coloured version of the helmet for a certain period of time so that customers can try them out, literally ride them with them, see if it's the right helmet for them, and then make a decision from there. So I don't know how long that's going to continue for, but for me, that is the best possible way to sell a helmet, isn't it?
Why other stores don't do that, I'll never know.
Because you would have probably saved a small fortune, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I've just answered my own question there.
Yeah.
Because you won't buy, would you?
So, in summary, I think it's like we say, we're not here to try and teach you anything, but just to give you some insight into what Graham's owned over the past, the kind of prices that he's paid, but more importantly, give you an idea of what's out there. And we are talking; these are sort of mid to high end budget wise, aren't they? There's a lot out there, from the very cheap to the very expensive, and a lot of it depends on the kind of riding that you're doing. Your 17-year-old's who just wants to go to work. He's not going to be spending.
No, he's going to spend 80 quid in it.
Yeah. So there are things out there that will cater for all sorts. Just to sort of finish it, because I know it's been a bit of a long-winded video, but it's nice to see you.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Let's rearrange them. Start with your least favourite.
Right, start with my least favourite. Okay, so we will go.
Oh, okay. I think I could have put money on that one. All right, what's next? So what would you give that out of 10?
1.
1? Okay. Shuey?
I'm going to say, I know, but
surprise me. Marks out of 10?
4, 5.
Okay, so a big jump. All right. Okay, out of 10?
6.
All right. Out of 10?
6.
Okay. Now then. Oh, it's got to be a tricky.
So, put that down. If you put that down. Yeah, no.
There.
Put that down.
Really?
And then what we'll do then.
I see. All right.
Join.
Out of 10.
I'm going to give him a 9.
Yeah. Well, you've kind of you've sold it to me. I know how good the HJC one is. I knew that you liked that.
Yeah.
I think, me personally, again, going back to that, helmets according to the kind of bike that you use, because
I'm just breaking you off there, Stuart.
Yeah.
If you're listening or looking or whatever you're doing, Aero, this if you could just sort of like stop using the Allen key to change the visor. Can you do it another way now? That would just make it a 10. And I would be honest, that would make that a 10. But it's me having to take my Allen keys the other week when we went to take the dart to the light.
Especially when it's so easy for the HJC.
Yeah. Please, come away from Allen key fixings. Let's go to push and snap. Massive, massive improvement.
Yeah.
But no, the come joint, I'm afraid. You wasn't expecting that, was you?
I wasn't, no, really.
Why?
Well, listen, if you're still here watching this, thanks very much for watching all the way to the end of the news. If you are in the market, and it is that time of year, isn't it, when hopefully you've already written your letters off to Santa Claus, but if you are in the market, don't be afraid to try them on at the very, very least. Because there are so many different variations, so many variables to take into account, from head shape to the weight of it to the fit of it. But most importantly, get professionals to help you with the fitting of it.
Yeah, it's a must.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter whether it's an £80 helmet or an £800 helmet. If it doesn't fit, it's not worth wearing. Or let us know what helmet you would like out of these, or what helmet you're going to order from Santa.
Yeah. Same again, if you liked, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, give a thumbs down.
And who cares anyway? It's just a video.
It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah.
But mainly, how do you handle your helmet? See ya.
Merry Christmas.
So this morning and this afternoon and tonight, we've got 62,342,000 helmets, and with one hand.